Is the film a drama? Is it a comedy? Or is it horror? Sometimes I'd fill out these festival applications and I'd ponder that for an hour, not knowing which box to check.
It's an interesting question, what is Bubba Hotep? And when you try and tell people, you can give them the long version or the short version. The short version, the TV guide slugline is it's a redemptive Elvis mummy picture.
We shot the film over a 30-day period in a location just outside of Los Angeles in Downey, California. We were able to get the run of an entire abandoned hospital campus. It included a place to shoot the actual rest home. We had the hallways, the corridors. It even had enough room for us to create the trailer park where we did the explosions. The schedule that Bruce Campbell had to work was really arduous. He would arrive 2 hours and 45 minutes before anyone else did. We were still sleeping in bed when Bruce arrived at the set.
We're at the end of the process here. This is the finished product without the Elvis glasses man.
Yeah.
Where'd old Bubba Hotep go? Where'd he come from? How the hell did he get here?
Making The Mummy wasn't a very easy task. One of the challenges of any modestly budgeted horror film is to create believable effects. We didn't have millions of dollars to create digital mummy effects. We had to do it the old-fashioned way, with rubber. The making of Bubba Hotep required us to call in quite a few favors, and one of the biggest ones we called in was with K&B Effects. We were so lucky to get the top effects company in Hollywood to sign on to create our title character, Bubba Hotep, the Mummy.
When Don came to us, you know, he had a lot of ideas about what he wanted the mummy to look like. First, he wanted it to be very emaciated and thin, and that's really tough to do when you have, unless you have a really thin actor. And you know, Bob was pretty thin, but we had to accentuate certain parts of the body by darkening in sections to give it the illusion of it being a total thin skeletal look.
They were really genuinely excited about helping us with the project and basically did the project at cost. The most amazing stunt in the film, though, is the full body burn that Bob Ivy does when Elvis tortures him at the end of the film. He was just an inferno of fire, and he had to maneuver himself over to where his mark was to then fall into the creek.
Body burn is a very dangerous stunt. It gets very hot very quickly. If you get burned, it's quick and it's permanent. And you have to know what you're doing. You can't just freak out and go running all over the set.
Your soul-sucking days are over, amigo.
Relax! Fall! You're out!
And cut.
The crew tends to dwindle as we get down to those last couple days. I think the second to last day we wound up at this water park outside of Los Angeles that had an Egyptian theme. And then ultimately the last day of shooting was just myself and my son Andy in my backyard. We had a little wading pool, and we needed to do a shot at the creek bed. We needed an insert shot of the bus license plate. So just the two of us actually ended up shooting that last shot.
How could I have gone from the king of rock and roll to this?
Jack, President Kennedy was a white man.
They dyed me this color. What we have here at Shady Rest is an Egyptian soul sucker.
Some kind of Bubba Hotep.
A mummy.
All right, man, let's go.